Hey guys, it's me again, St. Louis fan. Now one thing you may have noticed by now, got me a haircut. I like this style better. And another thing, I have actually started getting more interested in making fan art, so that's neither here or there. This is another video that's related to Penguins of Madagascar that I think I should bring up. Now, for one thing, this is not an episode review, no. My next video is going to be an episode review, but this is something that I think should be addressed. Okay, first off, we all know that the show is ending. We all know that Penguins of Madagascar is ending. Yeah, I know. It's really sad, but hey, it's true what Kurt Cobain said. Better to burn out than fade away. So, but then, as I think about it, there's something that is really unaccomplished. Like, for one thing, we all know they've had all these great voice actors, all these great guest stars throughout the show's run. So, anyway, I decided that, so I thought up some stuff, and I decided that there are some voice actors that should have been on the show that I believe would have been great on the show. So, I'm calling this video the top 10 voice actors that would have been great on Penguins of Madagascar. So, let's begin the list with number 10. Number 10, Miranda Crosgrove. Okay guys, one thing I need to admit real quick, I am not a fan of the show iCarly. I really am not. And since I don't want anyone here to be angry with me or hate me for not liking, for my reasons, I'm not going to go into detail. But all I'm just going to say is that this show, not right for Miranda. No. If anything, I actually liked her better when she was in the show Drake and Josh. Yeah, she was good in that show. And the reason being, it's because technically she was the show's villain. She was Drake and Josh's rival. And the whole time that she was doing this, she just had to be angelic in a sort of way. Excuse me. And well, that makes a really good villain. You know, have them look benign, make them happy, kind of loving. And then when your back is turned, BAM! They show their true nature. They show that they are really the devil in disguise. Just like Miranda's character in Drake and Josh, Megan. The reason I think she would have been great for this role is she would have been great on the show. She could have been a great villain on the show. You know, have her come in as an animal that, I don't know, thinks of some evil plan. I don't know. I'm not going to overthink it. So, long story short, she comes in, acts nice and angelic towards everyone. Then when they least suspect it, boom, she gets them. She pulls out her evil plot, whatever that would be. So basically, yeah. She would have been great on the show as a villain. As a more benign character, no. But as a villain, she would have been excellent. So, that's number 10. Now we've gone to number 9, Robert Downey Jr. For one thing, I have to admit, I liked both the Iron Man films and the Avengers, which was released this past summer. Okay, it wasn't really summer, but it was an awesome movie nonetheless. Main reason for liking this guy can put seriousness and humor in his roles. And for the record, he can add in the humor without even changing his tone of voice like most people try to do. Anybody who's seen the movie The Avengers knows what I'm talking about. Or any of the Iron Man films. Heck, any role he's been in. This guy can put seriousness into his roles and add humor in it, and at the same time keep a straight face. So, yeah. Having his voice on the show and actually pulling off his seriousness and humor, I have to say it would be a very big win. So that's my reasons for Robert Downey Jr. Now, hold on guys. Yeah, trusty notebook here, I have all my stuff written down in here so I know what I'm supposed to say.
breaking the fourth wall. Kinda, sorta. So anyway, number 8 is Mike Nelson. Now for one thing, for anyone who's familiar with riff tracks, you know who this guy is. This is a guy who can crack a joke at a whim. You know, you can show him a movie, he'll have something funny to say about it. Any movie at all, be it good or bad. I mean, the guy had his own show on Sci-Fi Channel called Mystery Science Theater 3000, where he and a couple of others actually pulled that off. They watch a movie, they make some jokes about it. So hearing his voice and being, you know, like, I don't know, a humor-related character on the show, that would be pretty wicked. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a fan of riff tracks or Mystery Science Theater 3000. I'm being serious about that. He would be a good addition to the show because of how quickly he can pull a joke out. I mean, I know the show was probably scripted and so was riff tracks, but you know something? So are the Penguins. So anyway, number 7, Richard Ian Cox. Now this guy is an excellent voice actor. And he's a lot like sorry guys. And he's a lot like John DiMaggio. This guy can actually change his voice almost instantaneously. I mean, come on. Drop of a hat. You got a new voice by the same person. I mean, I was actually seeing some video of John DiMaggio at Comic-Con one year, where he was imitating a couple of voices that he performs. First performed the voice of Bender from Futurama, and then Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War. And I was like, oh boy, it's Marcus Phoenix! Shut up, robot. Yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to infringe on him. And John, if you see this, I apologize. I'm not trying to infringe on you, I'm just laying it out there. Richard Ian Cox, come on, his role in the show Inuyasha, and the fact that he plays a couple of other voices in the show almost intertwined with each other, I have to say, makes it really good. I mean, he can play multiple characters in one episode, and you wouldn't have to hire multiple voice actors for him. Bring in Richard Ian Cox, and then you got yourself three characters, one actor to play them all. So, number 6, Keith David. Now, this guy, I have to say, is one of my favorite voice actors out there. He played the voice of Goliath in the show Gargoyles. He played Dr. Facilier in The Princess and the Frog. He even played Sergeant Foley in Modern Warfare 2. This guy just has an immortal voice. He's got a golden voice. You can't compare it to anything else. I mean, my goodness. Oh, I had another DVD I was going to show you guys. Oh, yeah, it's right here. I mean, anyone who's seen his role in John Carpenter's The Thing, you know what I'm talking about. His character Childs, again, has that amazing voice, and you see the actor playing it in the movie, and you're thinking, wow, this guy is just amazing. And I'm serious. Keith David, amazing at what he does. I can honestly say, if I were to create a list of the top 10 voice actors on there, he would definitely be in the top 5. I am dead serious. And you know something? This show passed up a good opportunity to put him in. I mean, I know all the episodes haven't been shown yet. Maybe they will show him. Maybe they will have him in an episode. But as far as I can tell, he's probably not going to appear in the show. So all I'm going to say is, he would have been great, and it would have been spectacular. Sorry guys, I know I'm starting to rant a little bit. Anyway, moving on to number 5, Stephen Colbert. This guy takes sarcasm to a whole new extreme. I mean, anyone who's seen the Stephen Colbert Report or seen any show with his voice acting capabilities, you know what I'm talking about. This guy, he's a lot like John DiMaggio and Richard Ian Cox. He can change his voice at a whim, but at the same time, he can be totally serious and stay funny at the same time. A lot like Robert Downey Jr. So he's like Robert Downey Jr. and John DiMaggio and Richard Ian Cox combined. Not to mention, he includes sarcasm. So, And his sarcastic sense of humor is just something incredible. So, yeah, he definitely belongs on the list. Number 4, Charlie Daniels. The guy's an excellent singer and an excellent fiddle player. He's got a great singing talent and a great violin talent. I can honestly say, if he were to be put on the show, he would have to be a character that knows how to play the violin, or fiddle, whichever you prefer to call it. Because again, the guy can play a mean fiddle. So to see him in an episode as a character with a fiddle, and have him just, performing in the show, if I were to see that, I would have said, I've died and gone to heaven. And so anyway, Charlie Daniels, that would be a definite win. Number 3, Gilbert Godfrey. I mean, if you were supposed to have an episode that would be a rival for Julian, or a friend of Julian that Skipper finds way more annoying than the Lemur King himself, that would be Gilbert Godfrey. I mean, as we all know, Gilbert Godfrey's voice, oh my God, it is one of the most awesomely annoying voices ever. And again, I don't know, they might put him on the show, I don't know. I don't know if he's been on the show so far yet, I don't know. I lose track sometimes. I'm just gonna say that, were he on the show, great cameo, I tell ya. Nothing else to say, but he would make a great annoying character that, of course, maybe even Julian would be annoyed by. It takes a lot to annoy me when it comes to people's voices, but Gilbert Godfrey, he takes the cake. So, yeah. But to have him on an episode, that'd be pretty interesting. See what they could have cooked up with that. So now we make it to the top 2. Number 2, Tim Curry. I mean, the guy's a decent actor. He's a better voice actor than he is a live-action movie actor. But I gotta tell you, but the guy's voice, again, like Keith David's, is just gold. You just want to see him to hear his voice alone. I mean, the majority of his roles that he's done has been villain roles. I mean, he was a villain in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He was a villain in Clue, a villain in Congo. Heck, even in his animated roles, Fern Gully, Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. Heck, even in the Crabfest Captain Planet, he played a villain. About the only role I haven't seen him as a villain in is in The Wild Thornberrys as Nigel. But I have to say, my favorite role of his as a villain would have to be his appearance in the episode of Criminal Minds entitled Our Darkest Hour. I mean, come on, you see this guy in the show, in this role, you know it's going to be something incredible. And I have to say, it really pays off, because I have to say, that was one of the greatest episodes of the show Criminal Minds I have ever seen. And to incorporate his voice on Penguins of Madagascar as a villain, as a side character, as whatever, you just know that having him in it alone would be something incredible. So, yeah. That's my 2 cents on Tim Curry. Now we move on to number 1. Number 1, and I know I'm really, really cheating with this one. Number 1, I have to say, would be the late Vincent Price. Yeah, for one thing, I have to admit, I am a Vincent Price fanboy. I love his movies. The Abominable Dr. Phibes, Madhouse, Theater of Blood. Heck, he was even incredible in one of his last films, Edward Scissorhands, working opposite of Johnny Depp. The guy was amazing. He was an amazing actor with an amazing voice. He was one of the most incredible actors ever, with one of the most incredible voices ever. He was such a great actor. He totally would have belonged in the show. I mean, come on. The Great Mouse Detective. He played an some role. He played an awesome role in that. He was a great voice actor. I'm just saying. Unfortunately, Vincent Price passed away back in 1993, leaving behind a legacy of movies in his wake. So, to have him in this show, that would have been the tip of the iceberg. That would have been the coup de grace for the show. The show could have ended on a good note with that. I mean, I'm sure it'll still end on a good note. I mean, we got a movie coming out in 2015, still 3 years away. So I'm sure the show will still end on a good note, but if Vincent Price had been in the show, if he were still alive and had been in the show, that would have been incredible. Sure, he would have been an aged voice actor, but still, the guy started performing when he was at a young age, and he continued all the way until his death in 1993. At the ripe old age of 92. So I can honestly say, veteran actor doing a voice in a show like this, even if you were 100 years old, would have been a great big win. So anyway, that's my list of the top 10 voice actors that I think would have been great on Penguins of Madagascar. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this video and my list. And I hope you guys have agreed on some of my opinions and views. And again, these are strictly my opinions, so if there are any other voice actors that you think would have been incredible on the show, you go ahead and list them, because I want to see what you guys think. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all later in we're going to do another review. Bye bye.